dream I know deep up my feelings for you.
Alright, my wonderful people, welcome back to my wonderful channel, Reality Latest. This is your home of news and politics. Thank you so much for joining us on today's wonderful news. The headlines: a group under the platform of Edo State Civil Service Society urged the Inspector General of Police, C'ny0UT, to consider lifting the ban on the Edo State security network now that the Edo State governorship election is over. Moving on after this, we have the People's Democratic Party candidate for the governorship election, Ighodalo, has declared that he will go to tribunal to reclaim his stolen mandate. But before we proceed, if today is your first time of joining this wonderful channel, kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, but don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop our video to all amazing subscribers. Thank you all so much for joining us on today's wonderful news. So guys, let's proceed. A group under the platform of civil society organization urged the Inspector General of Police, C'ny0UT, to lift the bar, to consider lifting the bar by people on the Edo State Security Network now that the Edo State governorship election is over. The group made a call in Benin while speaking on the aftermath of the Edo State 2024 governorship election. You guys can recall that prior to the September 21st governorship election, the Inspector General of Police, C'ny0UT, announced a ban on the activities of the Edo State Security Network. So now, a group through their Coordinator General, Omobude Aho, said that the presence of the network has helped reduce crime and criminality since the creation in Edo State. So they appealed to the Inspector General of Police as a matter of urgent security importance to restate a date for the resumption of their suspended local vigilante known as Edo State Security Network. So the suspension of which was due to the election, which is now concluded. They are appealing, while commending the peaceful conduct of the governorship election in the state. They faulted the major political power for engaging in vote buying, which has undermined the electoral processes. The polls were open without violence as voters took their time to vote. But in several units, vote buying and selling became a common sight, and security personnel didn't act to enforce the law against such an act. So votes were freely sold and bought by the two major political parties between the sum of 10,000 and 20,000, or even far less depending on the location or environment. So all these were carried out in a very agreeable and peaceful atmosphere. In some cases, some voters returned home without casting their votes when they couldn't get a satisfactory bargain from the buying of the votes. That is what Omobude said. So he, however, faulted the way and manner security agency allegedly took materials away from their collation centers without allowing the various party agents to go in with them. So it should be noted that at the close of poll in some voting centers like Garrick Memorial School on Ekenwa Road in Oredo and Western Boys High School in Uboka, security agency forcefully moved INEC officials and materials to INEC headquarters for collation, which is against the usual process. Whereas in the proper order, collated results are moved from unit to local government collation center, from where it will be moved to INEC headquarters for final collation announcements. Why these collation abnormalities were going on, over percent of results from polling units had already been received and registered in the INEC result viewing portal by officials of INEC. So it was also shocking to observe that party agents and accredited observers were barred from entering the INEC headquarters to monitor the materials that were brought in by the heavy armed soldiers and other security agencies who had barricaded the entire area, which events raised protests around INEC headquarters. These actions of the security agencies and INEC give room for suspicions, for compromise, and for partisanship that makes the election not pass the integrity test and leaves a bad taste. So the Coordinator General of the group, while also congratulating the governors-elect, Senator Mondo Uholo, and his deputy-elect, Dennis Idahosa, for their victory at the poll, enjoy all aggrieved parties to seek redress through all legal and constitutional means without resorting to self-help. Hey, my problem is for matter. So now the census election is over. They should bring back Edo State Security Network so that they can start their work, because it be like say the area don't they get as e be. They want the vigilante to start their work immediately So I guess I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, your opinions are in our comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Once again, thank you all so much for staying to us. Moving on to the next one. The People Democratic Party candidate for the Edo State governorship election, Ighodalo, has declared that he would go to tribunal to reclaim his stolen mandate. Speaking on channel television Politics Today on Thursday, Ighodalo declared that his party avoided buying votes during the election and more than 160 polling places failed to use the bimodal voter accreditation system. Ighodalo finished second with 247,274 votes in the recently concluded election, while Olumide Akpata, candidate of the Labour Party, finished third with 22,763 votes. While the APC candidate Mondo Boholu was declared winner of the September 21st election for the Independent National Electoral Commission after receiving 291,667 votes. So now, Ighodalo is saying that there is a lot of data, information, evidence that they have, and they are fully confident that going through the tribunal, they will win the case. He said he will regain his mandate. They are clear without any doubt that they were the winner of the election last Saturday. So they didn't ring. And when APC and INEC saw that APC was losing woefully, they then subverted the electoral laws and the guidelines, because the process of coalition is done at the polling units, according to Ighodalo, and from there it will go to the ward, and from the ward it will then go to the local government coalition center, and from local government coalition center it will then go to the state. But APC and INEC, they said there was a jump from the ward, they went straight to the state. So he noticed that there was a collusion between the INEC and the police to suppress the will of the people of Edo State. People of Edo State purposely voted for them, so they won the election clearly. As Ighodalo said, it is painful because they have many young people who felt that they were disenfranchised in the past. They feel that their votes were not counted, and then they ask what kind of democracy they will run. So he had been trying to encourage them to make sure their vote counts, but they have serious collusion by INEC and the APC working towards vote not counting. But this time around, he said they are going through the judicial process and the vote will count, because they are quite clear that with the evidence they have, they will show clearly that they won the election and the mandate of the people will be upheld. He also said that the PDP was not pleased with the vote buying scandal that dominated the election. He said he can state categorically that they were not involved in vote buying at all. That APC agent came with the minted notes straight from the CBN and they were offering 25,000, 30,000 and 50,000 per vote. But what their guys did was to go to them and harass them and tell them that they can't come here to buy votes. But they were not engaged in vote buying in any way. That he's clear about that they didn't even need to go and buy votes. The people of Edo State were solidly with them. It's only when they are not sure of their capability, when they cannot perform, that is when they can do underhand things. And APC through this election, with the connivers, complicity and support of INEC, undermined the whole democratic process. He also said that accepting Mondo Olo's offer of friendship is out of the question because the mandate is stolen. There is no way they can accept this hands of fellowship or friendship. He will stay with the people of Edo State who fully gave him the mandate of this free will. And he will go into the court and the tribunal to reclaim his mandate and then form a government. Hey, my people, don't be small, Becky. So I guess I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, opinions in our comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Let's keep the conversation lively in our comment section. On this note, we have come to the end of today's segment. Till I come your way next. Bye for now.